So Catalan need to start fast in this second half, otherwise it's Warrington on their way to Wembley. Let's rejoin John Keir and Ray French.
Yes, as Claire says, Catalans certainly need to start fast, very, very fast. They need points very, very quickly. And certainly, John, that defeat in Perpignan last month, 29-28, by Warrington against the Catalans, it doesn't seem to have done them any harm. In fact, it seems to have done them some good. They've learned a lot.
Yeah, I think they really spurred them on and made sure that they were really mentally tough for the challenge that the Catalans were posing today. But really, and that's a penalty against the Dragons once again, not clearing the ruck area. But they do need to score first to the Dragons, and Breer's putting the ball into touch and obviously trying to gain some momentum. You see there, just didn't clear it and didn't allow David Solomon to play the ball.
Warrington certainly in that first half exposing a lack of pace in this Catalan Dragons side. They've only scored, the Dragons, 3 tries all season from within their own half. Warrington have scored 19, and you can see the difference. Warrington opening it up from anywhere, Catalan having to kick or drive down the middle to gain a try-scoring position. Here to Warrington again. Morley, very steady up front, Adrian Morley. John Clark, Monaghan, Breers, Solomona, good ball out wide, King. Trouble again for the Catalans. Difference in pace really being seen when they move it wide. Lee Breers. Oh, good jump from back. Now then, was he tackled? Now then, there's a try for Paul Wood, but I just wonder, did Atkins' elbow touch the ground or did the ball touch the ground? And that's why I think Mr. Silverwood will go to the screen.
Well, from my first impressions, Ray,
he's checking onside.
First of all, I think it was onside, and secondly, I believe he's kept his elbow up as Ryan Atkins. So it's the offside.
Well, Paul Wood certainly hopes so.
Well, it's Atkins in the very top of the screen.
He looks onside, John.
He certainly does. Looks like they're onside, but let's have a look, see if his the ball carrying arm hits the ground.
He goes
tremendous work once again.
No, it doesn't.
Look at the grip on the ball.
It does. That's a tackle.
It is. The tackle's completed there. As soon as the ball carrying arm hits the floor, the forearm does. You can see it's tremendous work by Atkins, one-handed grip there.
But you can see
but then it just hits the ground. That's where the tackle's completed.
You can see where Mr. Silverwood is, right there in the background. He couldn't possibly see that, could he?
Not
because Bell was over the top of him.
Not at
but
all.
That's no try. No try. I don't know what the booing's for, John. Everybody's seen it on the big screen.
It was a correct decision, but you've got to the skill there of Ryan Atkins when he received the ball and the grip. He spread his hands, got the thumb around the ball. The grip on the ball was tremendous because despite being in a collision, he still had the control to pop the ball out one-handed. Great skill.
He had the intelligence to think about it, didn't he? Well then, Damien, what's new down there the second half?
Bit of news from the Catalan dressing room. Kevin Walters' message to his players: forget the nerves, play your natural game and try to pick up from where you left off at the end of the first half with that late try. Some news on Brent Sherwin. We saw him go off in the first half. He's got a mouth injury in addition to that bash on the nose, and his semi-final is over.
So the Catalan down to 3 men coming off the interchange bench. There is Simon. Just 7 appearances for the Catalan, and there, well, Fakir also seemed to be in the Sherwin at the background. And it looks as if it could be the end for Fakir. He seemed to be in the changing room, John. Oh, it bounced in.
Not the best of kick though, wasn't it?
No.
You know, we've seen Lee Breers, his kicking accuracy has been phenomenal, and there was just no real pressure there on the Wolves.
And both Atkins and Riley just doing the right thing, letting go into touch.
Well, Atkins obviously was making sure that the chaser, which was Bell, had to run around him, so he gave a bit of time to Riley, and Riley obviously made the decision. It was so near the sideline, there was no danger at all.
Warrington then, in possession. Using that short side well, and Atkins again. Oh, forward pass. Good play again out wide between this wing partnership. Atkins and Riley really causing problems here.
Well, Atkins' lines of running, his strength within his cannies, and
yeah, it's a forward.
It's really causing some problems for the Catalan Dragons, but the referee got that one right.
And a good attacking position then now for the Catalan Dragons. Now a penalty against Maguire, I think. He's got to get his head down. You have to pack. And one or two of them not wanting to. And that's why that ball was actually hooked against the head, because the Catalan hooker, Maguire, he couldn't see the ball.
Well, it's just let Warrington off the hook, hasn't it, really?
Absolutely stupid. I mean, the Catalan coach, Kevin Walters, must really be troubled by some of these penalties they're giving away. But Warrington taking advantage of them. Oh, it's still 6-5.
Move!
Morley steadying Nick down. Nearly lost the ball.
Move!
Clark, Monaghan. Looking for Breers, moves out to Solomona. Good pass.
4. Move! Hold!
Still 2 tackles remaining. Monaghan again. Solomona, beautiful backhanded flick, almost like a magician, and Breers is over. Oh, what a pass from Solomona, who like producing a rabbit out of his back pocket. And Lee Breers moved his way rather carefully through the defence, but what a pass there.
Well, I just love watching this fella play, I really do. And it was absolute, the skill level is phenomenal. I mean, here's the sort of let-off from the Warrington Wolves. With the penalty against Catalan, then from the field position here. Just watch Solomona there. Now you see it, now you don't. Absolutely sensational skill. And Lee Breers on the back of that shows some great evasive work. But it's the pass here, it's worth the admission fee alone. Just watch Solomona. There you are, where's it going?
There we are.
There's it going. Sensational stuff, and I don't think Lee Breers could believe it. I don't think the Catalan Dragons defence could believe it, and that's the end result.
I think they were mesmerised when Breers came away with the ball, wasn't it?
Absolutely tremendous, that. Well, there's been some glimpses of absolutely exquisite skill. The kicking skills of Breers, that offload from Solomona, worth the admission money alone.
I think next time we see him, John will be wearing a top hat and producing red and green silk handkerchiefs out of it. And a rugby ball. But here's Ben Westwood in what should be a very easy kick for the big second row. And Westwood's conversion there really putting the bolts on any chances, I think, at this stage of the Catalans roaring back.
It's worth watching this again, isn't it? Absolutely exquisite skill. And Lee Breers, that's a pretty good finish as well. But it'll be the pass that's to be talked about, and I'm sure Tony Smith enjoyed that, as did everybody else watching. It's a privilege to see that.
Well, Tony Smith took a little bit of criticism early on from one or two traditionalists in the game when he talked about let's pass the ball at every opportunity, let's offload it at every opportunity, let's play real open rugby. It's paying off, isn't it?
Certainly is, Ray.
Well, Damien downstairs.
More bad news for the Catalan Dragons, Ray. Jamal Fakir will play no further part. He's got a hernia injury. It's a bad internal tear from the groin into the thigh, and you have to suspect his season indeed may be over.
So that really is bad for the Catalan. Not only are they struggling by 30 points to 6, but 2 men there who will take no further part in the game. And that is a big problem, John. I mean, you know as a coach with your interchanges in that final 20 minutes.
Well, it's like boxing with one arm tied behind your back. And not only that, Ray, they're playing a Warrington team who are in pretty good form as well.
Top form.
First. Move. Hold. Go.
Mooney. Ferriol.
2.
Driving in.
Hold. Go.
30 points to 6 out of 40 minutes. And don't forget that red button forum. Email us on rugbyleague@bbc.co.uk. We'll be having a look at the 3-year licensing system. It's all hotting up at the moment. Which club will stay in? Which club will go out, if any? How many clubs should there be in Super League? Let us know. Bosch. Oh, there's a lot of poor rugby being played by the Catalans here, John. I think they've forgotten any plan or what they're doing at the moment. They're absolutely shell-shocked.
Yeah, they really are, and they're under immense pressure, and they're just not showing the composure required to perform well on the big stage.
Paul Wood and Robbie Paul down there.
Yeah, well, I think Warrington is showing us some lovely rugby, and I think the Catalan Dragons are going to have to take a little bit of a leaf out of their book and play, at some stage in this game, throw some caution to the wind and open the game up, because I don't think that they've made a break in this game so far, and they're going to need to create some opportunities for themselves. So, start tossing the ball around.
Ryan Atkins started quietly in a Warrington jersey this season, but really in recent weeks found his form, found his confidence. Good passing, good tackle. Strong tackle, and congratulations to, and rightly so, on Walker there from Olivier Lima. He is keeping up the pressure. Now then, was that an obstruction? Clint Greenshears, well, no.
He's not looking.
Mr. Silverwood is ignoring it. Lee Breers has a few words to say.
I'm sure he's saying, well, you picked me for that in the first half. Wasn't that his bag?
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Oh,
Samata Sarr there. He ran across the line of the chaser. So that would be obstruction, but not spotted by the official.
Catalan, really, they're throwing the ball anywhere at the moment, John. I know they have to score and they trail 30 points to 6, but they are being reckless with the passing.
They really are.
It's a knock-on.
Yes, Ellimer there who was trying to offload to support player, but Westwood played at it.
And Breers.
Yeah, play out. Don't approach me in that manner, mate. Okay? Yeah, just what you explained.
Breers not too disappointed. He knows the scoreboard.
Lads.
Yeah, but I'm sure he was just inquiring.
Warming down or warming up.
Just inquiring, Ray, from as to why he was penalised for a similar offence. But Samata Sarr seemed to get.
Carlo loses the ball. Warrington lose the ball. Play on, says the referee.
First one went back. 0.
Bosch. Good ball out wide. Good running here.
Move!
Lima. Good tackling by King. Ferriol.
2. Move! Hold it 10. Hold. Go. 2.
Bosch. Simon.
3.
This is better from the Catalans.
Go.
Mooney. Bosch again. Determined running there from Remy Casti.
Move!
Still 2 tackles remaining. They need to keep the pressure on the Warrington line. Oh. Well, Casti complaining that he was ripped out.
Well, he's had a pretty good game as Remy Casti, Ray, but that was an error. And in all honesty, it's a pretty soft error. You can't complain about that. It's his responsibility to look after the ball when he's bringing it back into the play, out the play, the ball area, and he just didn't.
I do think, John, there's a very big amount of sloppy play the ball, and that the referees are not picking up that you should play it with the foot. And I think that brings about sloppiness around there if you don't constantly play it with the foot.
Correct. It creates an untidiness, doesn't it, that the game doesn't need.
Go.
Cavell.
2. Move. Hold.
Warrington just need to
Ready, come on.
hold this ball tight until they get a good attacking position.
David. Got him in a headlock. Can't do that. Okay.
Penalty against Ferriol.
Keep it on the mark, please.
A headlock as he was going down. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, it's a grapple tackle
Yes.
there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pretty obvious to all concerned there, and an easy decision for Mr. Silverwood to make.
And accepted by Ferriol. He knew what he was doing. Lee Breers.
Come on, David.
Cavell.
First. Move. Hold. Hold. Go.
Westwood.
2.
Been some good, sensible forward play from Warrington, establishing a position here around the play of the ball, and then the halves coming off. This is good play. Atkins cuts inside. Good tackling. Stephen Bell. And has he lost the ball?
Yeah, he lost the ball in the tackle there, Ryan Atkins, and it was a shame because once again it was adventurous movement of the ball, but Bell just put him to the ground, and as he hit the ground, we complimented him on his ball control earlier, but I'm sure he'll be disappointed with that, Ryan Atkins.
So Matasar to do the services at scrum half.
Let's get the formation right. No more penalties, come on. Heads in. Heads in.
Must be the biggest scrum half in the game.
Out.
Bell.
First. Move. Go.
There was a lot of talk, John, about the sheer size of this Catalan side. You know, men like Ragan in the centre and Carlo, 16, 17 stone men, but there is a very, very great lack of pace in the side, and you can see it obvious here.
Yeah, well, there's that, but also you've got to admire the Wolves, because I think they've been very physical. I think they've been more physical than the Dragons, and obviously the selection of Clark's paid off. It's,
well, John interrupted there, but Ferriol just upended Ben Harrison there. The ball was ripped out normally. It was a one-on-one, and Ferriol rather silly. One or two of these French players now losing their...
was it one-on-one?
Their temper.
Was it one-on-one? There's Westwood down the bottom half.
Yeah, you're right.
And there's Harrison down the top half, so that should be a penalty to the Dragons.
And Richie Myler getting a huge roar from the crowd as he makes his entrance. It's not quite. It's 55 minutes before the England half-back should be coming on.
Well, John
Warrington
Clark's,
then, 5 metres now from that line.
John Clark's leaving the field, Ray, and he's done a great job, hasn't he, out there as at dummy half.
He certainly has, and he's done a great job around and with those big forwards. He's helped to sort of defuse them, John, hasn't he?
He certainly has, and that selection from Tony Smith and Jimmy Lowe's really did pay off.
There is Richie Myler, signed from Salford, £200,000 transfer.
Time back on. Out. First.
And more news from Damien.
Yet more injury news, Ray. Casey Maguire is out of the game. He's got a calf injury, and they're down to just one fit replacement now, the Catalan Dragons. It's been a wretched afternoon for them.
Surrender tackle.
Well, John, I don't think I've seen as much lost ball in any game of rugby league this season in the last 10-15 minutes.
No, and Kevin Walters there, we just saw on the screen, be very, very disappointed in the effort from the Dragons. It's been a substandard performance from them, but it's been an outstanding performance from the Warrington Wolves, despite losing possession 10 times. That's the way that the Wolves play. They've got very good players, and they do back their own skill.
Well, that's been lost in actual movement of the ball. The Catalans has been lost around the play of the ball. Ball here now then with Warrington. Westwood. Looking for more points. The men in primrose and blue.
Go.
the holders of the Carnegie Challenge Cup, looking to return. Breers. King shrugs off Bosch. Shrugs off Ragan. Warrington need to swing this ball across now. Breers is doing that. Mathers. All the way through.
4. Move line. Go.
Monaghan. Good ball to Anderson. Oh, and he's got the pace. He's got the power. Terrific try there from Louis Anderson. He saw the gap. He was given a guard. His second try of the afternoon. And Warrington coasting now on the road to Wembley Stadium.
Well, it looks a very simple try, Ray, but it actually isn't, because we've got Monaghan there at dummy half, who switched from the scrum half position, the half-back position, which he played really well. But there's the lost ball from the Dragons, early in the tackle count, gave Warrington the field position. Monaghan at dummy half there. Look how Myler pushes through, and he sucked Samata Sarr in, and that opened the gap up for Anderson. Just watch, Myler comes through, Sarr bites, and then round goes Anderson, and that's a very well constructed try there, and Richie Myler played a big part in that.
But it also needs, John, a second row with a little bit of pace, and he's got that, hasn't he? It's vital.
It certainly has, but it was the gap that he went through, and great creation there from Monaghan and Myler.
2 tries then, much appreciated by the Warrington fans. Louis Anderson. Ben Westwood, 100% record in this match.
Time back on.
That's another good one. It is. Smack between the uprights. Exhibition of goal kicking from this big second row. And these fans, I think, already know they'll be booking their tickets next week for Wembley. And with possibly Warrington and Leeds to go, they will be at a premium. No doubt about that.
Go, lads.
36-6 for the Wolves.
Stay on.
I'm thinking, John, that with what
Hold.
the last 20 minutes coming up and the Catalan Dragons down to one interchange player, this could be a very difficult period for them.
It'll be a long 20 minutes, there's no doubt about that, but they'll be particularly disappointed, Ray, because they came here with very high hopes, and they knew full well that their season rested on this one performance, and it's been a pretty disappointing one.
Monaghan trying to make ground from the acting half-back position, gets the ball about to Breers. Beautiful dummy from Breers. Now then, he's got that man Myler inside him, and there he is, the try-poacher. He's not been on the field for 2 minutes, and Richie Myler picks up his 19th try in 20 appearances with Warrington, and that shows the danger that this man has. Superb support play.
Great try, wasn't it, Ray? Really was, and he's obviously full of energy. He's entered the semi-final at a late stage, and Lee Breers, the provider, and I would say that they have slayed the Dragons as well.
I think it's got a
There was
stake.
the offload there with Monaghan. Show and go from Breers, through he went, support both sides, he picked the inside, and that's what Richie Myler does so well. He supports very well indeed. But there's the crucial play. You would say Ellerman's got the ball locked there, but Monaghan wrestled it free, passed the ball to Breers, and then it's just a great decision from Breers to give it to the fresh man. The guy just entered the fray, and over he goes. Great try.
Congratulations all round, and especially for that man Richie Myler. He sat a long while on that substitutes bench. He's not really used to it. 7 tries already, and it should be 7 from this man, Ben Westwood. It is. I think it's party time in Warrington tonight, John.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but just look at this. It's no right, really, to offload the ball there, but he was so determined to wrestle it free. Then Freer's very, very, very composed there, selected the right support runner, and it's Richie Myler.
Here come Warrington again, 42 points to 6. The Catalans just wanting to play that clock down. There's a long, long time to go. 18 minutes remaining. Warrington are throwing it all around this witness ground now. There's Solomon again. Beautiful pass, one-handed. There's Louis Hansen. Terrific run. Can he go all the way? Yes, he will. A magnificent try from the second row. That's his hat-trick. Dominating performance up front from the Kiwi. And the Warrington fans dance on the terraces, out of their seats. Wonderful exhibition as the Catalan Dragons slowly walk back to that try line, and they know they're in for a torrid time from tries like this.
Wasn't it a magnificent offload once again from David Solomona, but that's a pretty good run from Harrison. Then the ball's moved to some space. Solomona one-on-one. He just holds the defender with his left hand, pops the ball around him, and that's great pace once again, as you've already stated, from Louis Anderson Ray. Really does finish very, very well indeed. But two great offloads, one from Harrison and one from Solomona to create the try. An absolute joy to watch.
And Tony Smith, no doubt, very, very pleased with this performance. And Lee Briers having a kick. A lot of goals to his credit, Lee Briers. That's his 939th, would you believe?
Superb offload from Harrison. Ball shifted to space. Solomona one-on-one. Just popped that ball on the inside, and then this is a pretty good finish for the back rower. A show go, and then plenty of pace there. And he's got guys cheering him on there. They're so confident, they're so in the zone on this big, big stage.
Here's Gareth Carvel looking to put a charge or two in. Warrington playing touch rugby basketball, really. Two of the mainstays of this side, Adrian Morley and Lee Briers, having a breather now. Looks as if Westwood has left the field as well, John. I can't see him on the pitch at the moment. Solomona enjoying himself. Another beautiful exhibition of passing.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, they've still got some great players out there. There might be Adrian Morley and Lee Briers sat on the sideline, but
Vinnie Anderson.
There's some good players out there.
15 minutes remaining, 48 points to 6. Green Shields. Just the heart's gone out of this Catalan side, John. And let's not forget the Red Button Forum here at 5:30. Email us in at rugbyleague@bbc.co.uk. Any questions on this match, yesterday's match, the game, any discussion points in general, looking at the licenses, let us know your views.
It's just been a totally dominant performance, hasn't it, from the Warrington Wolves. They realised what was at stake, and they're putting a performance that warrants a place at Wembley, and they really are defending this trophy very well indeed.
Bosch. Mathers. Been sound and sure at fullback. Riley. Sensibly just taking a little bit of workload off the forwards. Anderson.
Move, Jammers! Oh.
Solomona. Thought better of the pass at that time. Good. Oh. Vinnie Anderson. Atkins. Good judgment there from Green Shields.
Well, he's a quality fullback, isn't he, Ray? But it's difficult playing fullback when your side's so comprehensively defeated as the Dragons are.
Offside. Interesting though there, John. Warrington offside. All right, winning by 48 points to 6, but still as eager to move up in defence.
Well, defensively they've been absolutely awesome. I know there was that one soft try just before half-time that was a slip-up, but for the rest of the time they've just controlled the go forward from the Dragons. They've controlled the speed of the ruck, and when they've been on their own line under pressure, they've answered any questions that the Dragons have asked without a problem.
Bosch to Green Shields, trying to go through himself, can't get through. Well read there, that attempted break by Matt King. Ilima, good offload. Walker.
Three. Move. Go.
Mooney. Gosson. Guisset.
4.
Worked hard, Jerome Guisset, against his former club. To little avail though. Last tackle.
Go.
Can the Catalans craft something out here? It's a forward pass.
I think that's the tale of the day for them. The effort's been there, but the execution certainly hasn't, and in-form Warrington Wolves have really put them to the sword.
King.
First. Move!
And again, another penalty. Turning him over.
Too long, turn him over.
But, you know, the way that the French forwards there just acknowledge that the penalty's been given. They know they're giving penalties away.
They do, yes. They certainly do.
That was Michel Simon.
But it's a matter of tidying your act up and preventing giving the penalties away, Ray.
Solomona. Was bought by Tony Smith when there was a lot of fears that he might have a big problem with his shoulders, having had operations, but not so. Oh, and here they are again. Back inside, and John Clark, how much he deserves that try. Just listen to the applause all around this ground. A favourite with the Warrington fans. He's battled back from serious injury, a broken ankle. Cost him a place in the Challenge Cup last season, and he's back in contention again. John Clark.
He's had a very good game as Clark, and the decision to start him has been justified. But what lovely short side play that is. It's 3-on-2. They held all the defenders in to release the outside man, the winger, and then Clark, who passed the ball from the dummy half, he was in support on the inside, and no wonder his smile. That's great skill. Just holding defenders in, created the space for the outside man, and then Clark, who started the play through the pass from dummy half, supports on the inside. Great try. Execution, 10 out of 10.
John Clark then. All smiles at long last after 12 months absence from the game. And another kicker with Lee Breers and Ben Westwood having a rest on the bench. Richie Myler. Two points. 54 points to 6.
Super work, is it, from the aerial shot there? You see how they created the 3-on-2 and how well it was executed. And then Clark, I think he really deserves this. He's had a superb game and played from the start, played for a long period, and really established the supremacy of the Wolves over the Catalan Dragons.
Real precision passing there, John. Ball just passing through the fingertips.
Oh, it's quick hands, but I like that the lines of run was inside shoulder, holding players up, creating space for the outside runners.
And still, Warrington looking for points. Plenty of time yet. Just over 9 minutes remaining. Time for Tony Smith just to have a chat with his skipper, Adrian Morley. Monaghan. Good ball. He's here again. Anderson. King. Absolutely raw. They're running to the Catalans ragged here. Vinnie Anderson striding out. Can't get there. Needs a quick play of the ball. Monaghan. Back again. Over the top. Oh, and he's in! Oh! Is Chris Hicks in there? The touch judge indicates that there's no problem on the touchline. Was there anything with the grounding? It looked a good try.
Well, we've had everything. We've had basketball skills, we've had football skills with the kicking game, and now we've got ballerina skills. Absolutely sensational work, that, isn't it?
He's in. It's a try, John, I think.
How the heck has he managed this? A fella so big yet so agile.
Oh, he's touched.
He's on the sideline there. Yeah. The touch just didn't pick that one up. That's no try. No try, that one. Right foot on the... It was a great effort.
Terrific effort, John. Terrific effort. As you say, it's almost ballerina style. No try. Scrum defence.
What a great effort this is, though. And the sort of body awareness, his spatial awareness is tremendous there. And again, the one-handed grip that allowed him to put the ball on the whitewash. Almost a magnificent try.
Chris Hicks, who's enjoying his rugby so much, he's decided to extend his contract for another year with Warrington. He was set to retire from the game, but why retire when you can be a member of a team playing rugby like this?
Well, it's a club, isn't it? And a team really on the ascendancy here, and you just sense that Warrington are about to become an established part of rugby league's true elite.
Elima.
Third, move! Go! Four, move!
Oh, that's a penalty. Matt King knows it. Just grapple tackle on Remy Casti. So a little relief for the French team.
Yeah, I'm sure Tony Smith won't be happy with that. It's all about performance, is Tony, and he won't be happy with the slightest chink of weakness there, which is obviously what a penalty concession is. He will not be happy.
Hold! Go!
Mooney, good slip to the blind side. Bosch, not had really any opportunities to reveal his penetrative skills. Such has been the quality of this Warrington defence. Simon.
Third, move on the line! Line!
6 minutes remaining, 54 points to 6. Saar. Got straight into number 16 there, Paul Wood.
Go!
Gossard.
You've got to admire this Wolves defence, though. Even the scoreboard reads 54 points to 6, but it just shows how focused they are on playing well in the defending the line so good, and then breaking away now.
Again. King, the dummy. He's got Breers inside him. He's got Hicks coming alongside. Oh, is he losing people? He has. Too many options to start with, I think, John. But nonetheless, here they are, down the blind side again. Myler with a kick through. Hicks racing for it. No.
Surrender!
And an early tackle kick that time from the Wolves, and they're really pulling every trick out of the book, aren't they? Obviously they know that they can book the hotels and so on for London, for Wembley, but still wanted to turn on the razzle-dazzle for the fans here.
Certainly Adrian Morley, the Warrington skipper, said before this game, we don't want to be remembered as a team in 10 or 22 years' time that just won the Challenge Cup in 2009. We want to build a bit of a dynasty. And certainly with this sort of rugby, they're doing so.
Yeah, high shot there, wasn't it, from the prop forward Wood. And a relieving penalty.
Catalan then in possession. Oh, terrific burst by Gossard. Good tackle by Atkins. Needs a quick play the ball to take advantage of this. Simon. Oh, he delayed. Should have gone out with that ball. Mooney. Elima. Can they get a consolation try at the end?
Well, the Wolves working really hard to ensure the scoreboard remains with a 6 against the Catalans.
Well, that tells you so much about the team, John, that when you're leading 54-6, you still don't want another try against you. On the last tackle. Little grubber kick. Somebody's in there. Is it Green Shields? I think he scored. Yes, he has. Nice little grubber kick. Persistence and patience from the Catalan side. And at last, something for the Catalan fans to shout and wave the flags about. Clint Green Shields touching down.
Yeah, second try of the game there for the Catalan fullback, but no joy really in the score there. But a little dab through from Thomas Box, took the ball to the line. Green Shields inevitably the first chaser for the Dragons. And it's a pretty well executed kick there. Going at the line, just dabbing it through, bringing the defensive line up.
Yeah.
And a good finish from Green Shield. So a nice little consolation there for the Perpignan-based outfit.
Very few of the Warrington fans leaving this stadium. They want to celebrate with their team at the end of this match. Thomas Bosch. 2 points of formality. 54 points to 12 then for the Warrington Wolves. With just a chance to wave an odd flag or two in the Catalan favour.
Yeah, once again, it was a reactive play, really, wasn't it, from Bosch? But one that was very, very effective, but not much joy there.
Warrington,
yeah, we've had many contenders, Ray, for the Carnegie Challenge Cup Man of the Match. We've had Ryan Atkins with his running, Lee Breers creating tries, John Clark with his contribution, Louis Anderson obviously with a hat-trick, but Michael Monaghan has been out there for the full duration of the game and he's contributed very, very well, both at scrum half and at hooker, and he's my Carnegie Man of the Match. Great performance.
Michael Monaghan, of course, the Lance Todd Trophy winner at Wembley last year. I was talking to him in midweek and he is so keen to get back there. The experience of his rugby career, he said. Watched and listened to these matches and finals back home in Australia as a young lad. And finally got there last year and he's back again, the man of the match. Hicks. Just seconds remaining here, and what a game it promises to be against the Leeds Rhinos. Fierce opposition over there in Yorkshire. A terrific final it will be. But Warrington on the way to the 15th Challenge Cup final.
David Solomon are pretty disappointed there because just a bit of sloppiness, but understandable at 54 points to 12 when job is well and truly done. And the Wolves against Leeds at Wembley. What a final in prospect.
And historians will be thumbing their books, no doubt, for a Leeds-Warrington final. Would you believe it? 1936, 74 years since Leeds played Warrington in a final at Wembley. But it will be this year. It's all over. Warrington are the winners, 54-12, 9 tries. Louis Anderson a hat-trick, but every man from Mathers to King to Harrison, Carmel, etc. And that man Lee Briers, a torrid time for the Catalans, but a wonderful performance, John.
A very, very good performance indeed by the Warrington Wolves, and they can feel very proud of themselves. To win the Challenge Cup and then return the year after is a monumental effort, but I'm sure that coach Tony Smith and the Warrington fans and the players won't be happy with returning. They'll be focused on retaining the Challenge Cup, but what a prospect in the end of August with Leeds there as well. It'll be an absolutely sensational game, one I'm already looking forward to. Well done, Warrington.
Warrington 54, Catalans 12, a wonderful Carnegie Challenge Cup final in prospect.